There's something about Hippo that I can't really explain, but you can see it. He doesn't stay away. Like, it's not just that he likes being close, it's that he always ends up close. I get up, he gets up, I stop, he stops, I move to another room, and a few seconds later he shows up like he already knew where I was going, and it doesn't really matter what I'm doing. He finds a way to touch me. Sometimes it's his whole body, just heavy, taking up space. Other times it's just his nose against my leg, like it's nothing. But it happens all the time. And it didn't start later. It came like that. The plan was simple. It was just to bring him in for a while, take care of what he needed, and then let him go. It was supposed to be a temporary foster, that's it. But on the first day, it already didn't feel very temporary. He walked into the house like he already knew the place, went straight to my partner, started following him from one room to another, watching everything, stopping wherever he stopped. There wasn't that awkward adjustment phase. He just kind of moved in. And in the middle of all that, he started taking up space, routine, care, basic things. He had some health stuff we needed to work through, so there were baths, cleaning, all of that. He didn't love everything, but he stayed. He always stayed. And in between all that, he was figuring things out, the sound of things falling, water, textures. He would pause before reacting, like he was trying to understand what it meant, and then he'd just accept it and move on. Nothing about him was big or dramatic, but everything repeated. The way he eats, kind of weird, super focused. The way he sleeps, heavy sometimes, with his head dropping, drooling on the couch. Little things that if you see them once, you don't think much of it, but when it happens every day, it becomes a pattern. And I started noticing that pattern. Without even trying, I already knew where he'd be, or more like where he was about to show up, because he always showed up. At some point in the middle of all that, my relationship ended. It was a big shift. But inside the house, one thing stayed exactly the same. Hippo. He didn't start staying closer. He already was. He kept following me, kept leaning on me, kept showing up whenever I moved. Like, none of that had anything to do with what was happening around us. There was a period where he had to be away for a procedure, and when he came back, still a little unsteady, his paw protected, walking carefully, he saw me. And he just came straight over. No adjusting, no hesitation. Just moved. A little off balance, a little clumsy, but with the same logic as always. Closed the distance until he could touch me. And then he stayed. And that became the most consistent thing in the house. I can get up, stop, move around, sit on the floor, lie on the couch. It doesn't really change. At some point, he's gonna be there. Right next to me. The plan was never to keep him, but there also wasn't a clear moment where he ever left. Because in reality, he never did. He just kept staying and staying until there wasn't a single space left where he wasn't.
Subscribe and watch another exciting story, selected with love.